Hey guys, it's the budgeting flight attendant. Do you remember me? I am back from my unannounced hiatus. It definitely wasn't meant to be a month-long hiatus. So basically what happened was I was constantly working the latter half of February, and I didn't realize, but I was getting paid into my credit union that does not have ATMs outside of Washington State. So I tried looking at partner credit unions, partner ATMs, and it just was never anywhere near a hotel or anything like that. And I'm too cheap for an Uber, so I just waited. But I did release a different kind of video. I released a vlog, what I spent on my layover, which I actually got a really positive response from that. So I'll definitely make more of those. But I had 31 hours in Santa Barbara. So I kind of showed you guys what I spent and what I did a little bit. So if you want to check that out, that's my last video. But then once I finally did have access to the correct ATMs, I was like, you know what, let me just take this time. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that beforehand I used to be a month ahead on my bills, and I haven't been lately. So I just wanted to use these last couple of weeks to catch up on my bills, get a month ahead again, because I take action throughout the week. I either pull from other categories or I just skip budgeting altogether and put all my money towards it and just try to use what's left. So it was gonna be very inconsistent for documenting for YouTube. So I just kind of, for the last couple of weeks while doing that, I just didn't film anything. So we are back on track. I did continue my debt payoff challenge off camera. Today, I only have 20s that I'm working with. So some categories are not gonna get stuffed. If you pay attention, you'll notice that some of my sinking funds are a little bit off, and that is because of everything that I've been doing the last couple of weeks. But I'm gonna try to get everything either back to where it was today or past what it was, depending on the category. But anyway, so yes, I have been doing the debt payoff challenge off camera. By the way, sorry if this wiggles. I am in a separate filming setup because I am in a hotel room in Chicago right now. So I am using the hotel room's tables and it's very wiggly, so I apologize. But we are gonna start today with, we're gonna start with the debt payoff challenge today. So since I'm only working with 20s, I am actually gonna put 60 in debt. So I'm gonna color one of these. And I'm gonna go to my debt envelope. And we're gonna put 60 in debt. So what have you guys been up to? What are your plans for St. Patrick's Day, if you have any? I'd love to hear it. By the way, today we are stuffing $640, I believe. Yep, $640. So let's start with our cash envelopes. So groceries is gonna get 60. Gas is gonna get 20. I left my car in Washington with practically a full tank of gas, and I haven't been driving this week because I've been working, so it doesn't really need much. I'll definitely need to probably roll this over next week for gas in the future. We're all struggling with that gas inflation. Spending is gonna be 60. Last week when I filled up my gas tank, I think to fill up the entire thing, it was $65. So it's a little crazy. Layovers is gonna get 20. Parking is 20. So I put like, beauty is 20. Oh my gosh, look at this bill. So terrible. Okay, I'm gonna put that one aside and use for one of my other envelopes that I'm probably not gonna be using anytime soon. All of these bills are pretty gross, so. Okay, and work clothing is gonna get 20. Pretty soon I'm actually gonna need to get a wheel on my luggage repaired, and I called the place and asked the guy what it would cost, and he said it would only cost like $25, so maybe I'll do that after next week. All right, so that is it for the cash envelopes, and moving on to the higher priority binder. So I got new envelopes. Instead of doing like car insurance, car subscriptions, things like that, I just have a general bills envelope because that'll be easier for me now that I'm a month ahead. So bills, next month my bills are gonna be around, what was it? 820-ish, I think. This is definitely gonna be my smaller paycheck out of the rest of the month. So I'm only putting 100 this time. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 100 in bills. I think I just closed it. And then I also got a commuting envelope. Before, for commuting expenses, I was using the travel envelope because technically with commuting, I am paying for hotels and things like that. But since I was using the travel envelope, I think it confused people because travel is like for, you know, everybody else. It's for vacation or whatever. So I changed it to commuting, and I do still have a travel envelope, but that is more for leisurely travel. So 20, 40, 60, 80 in commuting. Okay, home. Home is gonna get 20. Home has 500, 600, 700, 20, 40. Okay, car maintenance is gonna get 20. Debt I just stuffed. So I put 60 in there, and there's 60 there. Taxes, okay, so I am not stuffing taxes because I'm like halfway through filing my taxes, and it's looking like I'm actually not even gonna owe much, if anything at all. So I'm actually holding off on stuffing taxes, but let's just see how much I have in here right now. I have 100, 200, 320. So we'll just put 320. And if I don't have to pay any taxes, then I'll figure out what to do with this money from there. Okay, medical is gonna get 20. So medical has 40. Health is gonna get 20. Health. And emergency is fully funded with 1,000, so I don't have that. So on to our lower priority binder. For me, is gonna get nothing, so it has nothing. Travel is gonna get 20. So like I said, this is now for leisure travel, which I do want to do something in June. clothing is gonna get 20. So clothing has 20. Veneers is getting nothing today, but let's see how much is in there. 200. So that's one of the ones I took away from, which is fine. I'll catch up on that in the next couple of weeks. And Spanish, I think, is also one of those. Yeah, it's just got 100 in there. Phone, I think, is also, yeah, it's just got 100. And gifts, we're putting 20 in there. So there's 20 in gifts. Tech, we're putting nothing, and puppy, we're putting nothing. All right. Then our other envelopes. So buffer, I'll just put that gross bill in buffer. Ooh, okay, so 40 is in buffer. It is so torn. Yeah, because I don't want to give that gross bill to my niece. I'm not doing that. All right, Kay, my niece, she's getting 20. So 40. I hope you guys can see everything. I don't even know if this is bright enough. Is that good? Now that the video's over. Anyway, I am so sorry again for that brief hiatus. That will not happen again without an announcement. I really enjoyed doing another cash envelope stuffing video. Let me know what you're doing for St. Patrick's Day. Do you have any fun plans? I certainly don't. I'm gonna be going to training. We have training every year, but let me know what you're gonna be doing. I'd love to hear about it. Be sure to check out my last video, what I did on my layover, what I spent on my layover, whatever it's called. I wanna get your feedback if you haven't seen that already. Have a good evening. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.